Hello, everybody. I'm Jackie Jing, and I am with Cece, and we're about to do a review for Tokyo Revengers. So, if you're here for the first time, we do a bunch of reviews. We do trailer reactions. We also do a mental health podcast. We do a lot on this channel. So if you haven't already, please subscribe, hit that little notification bell, and follow me on all the different social media platforms. You can follow CC as well. But anyway, we've been doing a bunch of anime reviews. We did Final Baskets? Fruits Baskets. You
cannot say
final
Fruits
season.
Wow.
We also did Odd Taxi. And we're going to do Tokyo Revengers now. But Tokyo Revengers, we're only halfway through the season. Mm-hmm. So this is kind of like a mid-season review for Tokyo Revengers.
Oh, gotcha.
So we'll do a non-spoiler review first. Go see this. I literally interviewed the English voice cast today, and I asked them, this is a very complex plot. It's very hard for people to digest what this is about. I'm like, what do you tell people? And they say, just watch. That's what all three of them said. They say they just tell people, just go and watch it. And I cannot sum it up better myself because the story is out of control. It involves time travel. There's this boy who's 26 years old. I guess he's a young man. And somehow he gets the chance to go back in time to when he's a middle school student and try to save his middle school girlfriend who dies when he's 26. And so he goes back in time and he has to infiltrate this Yakuza biker gang, and just it's nuts. Me even trying to explain that to y'all right now, I'm just it's crazy. But when I first heard about this anime, when I first saw the trailer, I was I have absolutely zero desire to watch this. Time travel, a Yakuza biker gang, I'll be honest, that's kind of cool, but the trailer didn't sell me on it. There wasn't any violence, and there wasn't cool motorcycle chases. I would have been in if the trailer showed that, but it didn't. But I started watching, and even in the first few episodes, it was super compelling and super interesting. Yeah. And I was how is this kid going to get out of this terrible situation? How is he going to save his middle school girlfriend from getting killed by the Yakuza in the future? Thank you so much for following Swagneton. But anyway, so yeah. And so, don't want to go into spoilers, but it is funny, like Jujutsu Kaisen, but it also has heaviness. Heaviness that is almost as heavy as Attack on Titan. It gets really, really heavy and intense, and it has a lot of themes about morality and showing the humanity of these young boys who are trying to become men, but also are going down a really bad path. It just and then a redemption story for this 26-year-old boy, or young man. Will he be able to do his life right this time? So there's just so many elements that make it so awesome. So that's my non-spoiler review. Yours.
Hi. Yeah, I love the time traveling aspect.
In camera.
I am in camera.
Well, you are now.
All right. I love the time traveling aspect of the anime.
Yeah.
It's an anime.
Wow, you're killing it right now.
Yeah, and just him going back in time and trying to change things. And as we know with time travel, any TV shows, movies, whatever you've seen, when you change things, there's always repercussions. There's always consequences to that change. So for me, it was okay, so you're going to go back in time and you're going to change something. What are you going to throw off balance? Or what is going to happen because of, I was expecting it. So that was intriguing to see him go back, each time and change something.
Kenny said anime review. It's an anime. I agree, Kenny. I don't even know what to say to
I
that.
hesitated. So I was this, because I was going to say show or whatever, but,
You could have said show. You could have said series.
Series. Okay. Anime. Anyways. All right. Now, yeah. And it was cool. It was cool to see motorcycles and this gang and just the dynamics of good versus evil, of broken people and making poor choices, you know, and all that good stuff. And just, it was human. It was very similar to the animes we've talked about, you know, Odd Taxi and Fruits Basket. I think it was, and I think that's why I enjoyed it. And
because you think it's going to be like a shonen, like it's going to be like they're in a biker gang and here's this young boy time traveling, but instead it's like heavy morals.
Yeah, right.
You know, like
morality.
Are you going to defend your friend? Are you going to be loyal? Like what do you do when like someone has gone through like a hardship? Like are you going to be a hard ass? Or are you going to like actually be like a good human even though you're supposed to be a hard ass? Like it's extremely compelling.
Yeah.
Compelling. I can't talk anymore, y'all. I'm just tired. I'm exhausted. But anyway, so let's talk about spoilers.
Okay.
This has just been such an amazing show. I got to talk to the voice actors for Takamichi, the protagonist, Mikey, the little short boss guy, and then Draken, the really tall guy. And actually, you guys should go watch that interview. It'll be airing on Anime News Network really soon. But like they talk about how they're like a trifecta, and like Draken is like the heart, and Mikey's kind of like the brain, and then I think they said that Takamichi's like the soul, and basically just like how they all influence each other and impact each other, you know?
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful story about friendship, but and also these young men becoming men. Yeah. But then like you see in the future that like Mikey is an evil boss and Draken is in jail for murder.
Yeah.
And then like first of all, like this anime fools you so hard. Like it has like I thought Odd Taxi had a twist. I'm like, okay, Odd Taxi ended all happy, you know, like Otakawa got the girl and he got a bunch of money and he donated it to like a traffic accident orphan foundation, like happy ending, right? So then we see Takamichi and he's back in the future, 26, he's 26 years old and he's meeting with his girlfriend who's alive now. Hanada's alive. And then like Hanada's like, why did you dump me? And he's like, why would I dump her? And he's like running away. And then all of a sudden he runs into a gangster and the gangster's like, oh, you're not in the car. That's a shame. And then he's running to the car and then Hanada is in there texting on her phone. And then all of a sudden this black car comes up and kills Hanada. Dude. Slams into the car, shoves her into a wall. And you're like,
what?
Did that just happen? Like this looked like this was supposed to be the happiest ending ever. And then it got like that, right?
Yeah.
And then, what do you call it? Like, then you see that his best friend was behind the wheel, and even though he saw his best friend, and his best friend's like, yeah, I'm becoming a hairstylist now and all this stuff, that the gang still had control over him. Yeah. Even though he thought he made the gang good, the gang was still evil, and still had control over his best friend, forced his best friend to kill himself by killing his girlfriend. So the girlfriend still dies, best friend still kills himself, everything's sad, everything's nuts. It's even worse, and now he's going back in time, and he's not just going to go back in time to save his girlfriend, he's going to go back in time, and he's going to take over the gang, and to take over the gang, he's got to be just as evil as the others, so he's going to get evil, and it's going to get nuts, and it reminds me of my favorite anime of all time, Gungrave, and if you haven't seen Gungrave, go watch Gungrave. I'm tired of telling you guys to watch Gungrave. It's a great anime. So Tokyo Revengers, that was nuts. That was an amazing ending because I literally thought they were wrapping it up with a bow, and now it's like, no, he's going to have to go and do it all again, and he's going to have to be more evil. And it's like, is he going to be able to still be this good boy? Is he going to be able to save his girlfriend Hanada? Is he going to be able to save his best friend? And I don't know how he's going to do it.
Yeah, to keep sane when, you know, you're asked to do this evil or be part of this evil. That's going to be hard.
That's the thing. How will he maintain his goodness if he has to work his way up this evil organization so much? How will he maintain his goodness? And he wants to be the boss.
Yeah.
How?
So, along the way, I think he's going to get brainwashed. He's going to...
Go watch Gungrave. Go watch Gungrave. Go watch Gungrave.
How did that end? Was there a similar...
So now this is going to be a Gungrave. Okay, so I'll tell you all spoilers for Gungrave. There's two boys. They're super handsome, super charming, absolutely adorable. One's named Brandon Hida, and the other one's name is Harry McDowell. And Harry McDowell is like a playboy, and he's just like just an absolute charmer. And then Brandon's like super shy and quiet and like doesn't talk like at all. But they're both street punks, and they steal like TVs, and they like Harry like pawns money off of like really rich young women, and like they're just punks, right? And they're a part of this punk gang. It's just like a bunch of young boys, and they're all orphans, and they all live in like some small bar, you know? And one day they get into like a little street gang fight with another bunch of boys, you know? And one of the boys in the gang is like, my brother is like a gangster, and like if you guys like beat me up, like I'm gonna come after y'all, and like, you know, and says something. And they were like, whatever. So they beat him up, right? So because like the younger brother brought his older brother into it, it becomes a matter of pride at this point, right? So then the older brother finds Brandon, finds Harry McDowell. He's got like, I'm gonna kill him, because he's like, my pride's been put in the line because of my brother, and like I'm gonna do this for my brother. So he's looking for Harry and looking for Brandon, and he finds the like their like hideout, right? Goes in there, kills the kid who like cooks, and he's like this tall nerdy sweet boy, and he just shoots him dead. And then his other friends come home, and then the gangster waits for Brandon and Harry to come, and he's like, I'm gonna shoot your friends like right in front of your face. Like, talk about like, you're gonna like pay for what you did, like in the worst way possible. I'm gonna shoot your loved ones in front of your face. So then he shoots the other two boys who were part of the gang with him, like their little punk gang. So then he's about to kill Harry and Brandon, but then this old man gangster who has a daughter who has a crush on Brandon comes out, and he starts shooting up the other gangster, and they get in this giant gunfight, and like it's mass chaos because like nobody knew that the old man who was Maria's father was a gangster, and the old man comes out and saves their ass by shooting the younger gangster, right? And then Maria's dad is dying. All Brandon and Harry's friends are all dead. Maria's crying. It's just like traumatic as shit, right? Yeah. So then Brandon and Harry are left with absolutely nothing. And this gangster comes to, like, because he hears about the whole mess with the younger gangster and the older gangster. So this, like, really, his name is Bear Walkin', and he's, like, got shades, and he's, like, in a super cool outfit. And he walks up to the boys, and he's like, if you, like, you know, you guys, if you ever need anything, like, because I know that you were somewhat important to Maria's dad, like, I'll take care of you. And the two join the mob, and they both move up the ranks through the mob and become so evil. These two young boys become the top of the mafia, and they become so evil in completely different ways. Like, they become everything evil, but they're completely different types of evil. And it's like, how will they ever come back from it? Yeah. Does that not sound like a good story? Why aren't people watching Gungrave? Okay, anyways, I don't even think our chat's listening to us anymore. So, anyway, that's why I think that y'all should see Tokyo Revengers, because it kind of reminds me of Gungrave in ways, and y'all should see Gungrave. All right. Final thoughts on Tokyo Revengers, since I just like went off on a rant.
No, I mean, it was good. It's definitely made me, want to watch episode after episode, so that's good.
Yeah.
Because you know how I feel about anime.
Yeah.
But, so, that's a good thing.
Ray says, I tell everyone about Gungrave as well, Jackie. Yeah, y'all missing out, guys. That's not one to sleep on, but neither is Tokyo Revengers. So anyway, thank you so much for listening to our review for Tokyo Revengers. This is just a mid-season review, so more episodes will be out. I will definitely be closely watching. But if you haven't already, please check out our reviews in Odd Taxi, The Fruits Basket, final season. We have a bunch of trailer reactions as well, so thank you so much, and please subscribe to our YouTube page, hit the little notification bell, and follow us on social media. Go watch Gungrave. Go watch Gungrave. Go watch it.